It's all right to be scared.
Written by Benedict Coulter.
It had been a great summer for Jack and his family. But now it was over. They were all getting ready. The car was all packed and the bags put away. And it was finally time to be on their way. There were lots of new things that were waiting for Jack. A new school and new friends. He was thrilled to get back. The next day started early. He couldn't wait to get going. But the trip to the doctor, now that was a little frightening. The office was real fun, with games and cool toys. And Jack felt real comfortable with all the girls and boys. But when the door opened and the nurse called out, "Jack!" he knew that was it. There was no turning back. The doctor came in. He was tall and real friendly, with that thing around his neck that looked weird and quite funny. He looked at his throat and his nose and his ears. There was just one more thing, and Jack knew it was coming. It was time for the shot, and that needle was scary. So he started to sweat, and his hands got all clammy. His mom looked at him. She leaned over and said, "I know just how you're feeling. It's all right to be scared." So he just closed his eyes. He was sure he'd be crying. The doctor said, "All done," as his mom stood there smiling. Jack just couldn't believe it. He didn't feel a thing. All that time he had worried, it had all been for nothing. So they headed on home and they stopped for some ice cream. And he got lots of toppings, even some jelly beans. Jack just loved his new school. He loved learning and playing, but today was real cool. It was really exciting. Because one of his heroes was going to be speaking about his trips to space. That would be fascinating. Jack sat in the front row. He didn't want to miss a thing. He really wanted to know about space and exploring. But he had one big question, and he needed the answer. If he could just find out, he would feel so much better. So he raised his hand high and sat patiently waiting as his hero looked around and then pointed at him. He stood up and he said, "When you were out in space, far away from your family, wasn't it kind of lonely? Wasn't it really scary?" The astronaut smiled, and he looked straight at Jack, and he said, "I was scared till the moment I got back." You don't have to pretend that nothing ever scares you. What's important in life is to be honest and true. At the end of the day, when his mom came to get him, Jack had so much to say. It had been so exciting. He said, "Mom, I just learned a new lesson I won't soon be forgetting. And it's something I know that I learned from my hero. It's all right to be scared." The end.